Okay, guys, another example. Actually, the second example on changing interest. Okay, calculations with changing interest. So you will just notice if you just skim or scan through your text, you will just notice that you have 16% there, you have 15%. So you have more than one interest rate, of which I've said it before that most of the learners struggle whenever they see more than one interest rate. Okay, so on our previous example, we dealt about something similar to this. Okay, but then the only difference from the previous one and the one that we are having at the moment, it is that on the previous example, what they wanted, it was the money in future. Okay, so basically we were moving, like we wanted something in future. Okay, so we were moving from here and then going that side. Okay, determining the future, the amount of money that we will have. Okay, the amount of money that we are going to get in future if we invest a certain amount of money. Okay, so but then now the only difference is that now we want how much did he originally invest. Okay, I haven't read the text yet. I'm just making some important highlights. Okay, so they want to know how much did he originally invest. So basically what's happening here is that we are given the amount of money in future, I think, which is 20,000. Okay, 20k, and we want to know how much did this person, or how much is this person supposed to invest for this person to get that amount of money. Okay, so basically we are moving from future, we are in the past and then coming back to the present. Okay, another highlight that I just want to make quickly, I hope you do not forget this, like it's very important to know this. Okay, so whenever we talk about P, we refer to present. Okay, this is the money in the present time, and A, it is future. So in this case, how much did he originally invest? Okay, so this is all in the past. Okay, you can even the present, you can say present or past. Okay, so it simply means that you are going to calculate P. Okay, because of it's in the past. How much did, those who are good in English will know that did, it refers to the past. Okay, so I hope that will help you. Okay, so now let's quickly go through this text. Okay, Mamokoma Gomi invest a certain sum of money for 6 years at 16% per annum. Okay, so the money was invested for how long? For 6 years. 6 years. Okay, at 16% per annum. So we already know that 0.16. How did we get 0.16? You just say 16 divided by 100 per annum, compounded quarterly. Okay, so quarterly, whenever we see the word quarterly, we talk about what? We talk about 4, because of we have 4 quarters in a year. For the first 2 years, so this money, the first transaction ran for 2 years. Okay, for the first 2 years. Okay, so for the first transaction, it ran for 2 years. Okay, so let me just maybe underline it green. So the first transaction, it runs from here to there. Okay, let's call it a red transaction. Now let's transition to the blue one. It says that, and 15% per annum. Okay, so we are on the blue transaction now. 15% per annum compounded monthly for remaining term. Okay, so what is the remaining term, guys? Remember, they said that this transaction is going to run for 6 years. And then they told you that for the first 2 years, the investment was for 2 years. For the first years, the investment was for 2 years, right? And now they do not specify how long did the second transaction run. They just say that monthly for the remaining term. So you can tell that, okay, you had 6 years. Okay, 6 years. Let's start with our timeline just there. So here is our timeline. Let's do it like this. So here's 3. Let me divide this into 3 equal parts. So of course it's gonna be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we will simply tell that the red transaction, which ran for 2 years. Okay, so this is our red transaction. It ran for how long? It ran for 2 years. Okay, so you can tell that the interest rate there, it was 0.16, and then it was compounded quarterly. Therefore, you will need to use it on this red transaction. And what else are we missing? Oh, N, which is 2 years. Okay, and from there they say for the remaining months, for the remaining, not months, for the remaining term. Where is the remaining term, guys? So this will be your remaining term, ne? Oh, sorry, I want to use blue color. This is your remaining term. From here to there, it's your remaining term. So can we give the details on the remaining term? It's 15%. So 15%, of course, you know that it's going to be 0.15. Compounded monthly, it is 12. And you can see that it is how many years? It is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it is 4. And then it does make sense because 2 years and 4 years, they give you 6 years, of which I think we have managed to decode this transaction. Okay, we interpreted all the information. Okay, the only thing that we forgot, I think it is this one here, the 6 year. Okay, the future value. Okay, the future value. The what? The future value. Remember I said that the future, it is the same as what? It is the same as A. So we can say that our A, okay, let me just go for this color. Our A, after 6 years there, it was 20,000 rands. Okay, so this is the statement here. Okay, then that's all. So now we start to ask ourselves, which formula do we need to use? It is simple. It is straightforward. We are going to use the compound interest. I'm sorry about that. We are going to use the compound interest formula, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Okay, so let us use our compound interest formula. A, it is equals to P, open brackets, 1 plus I to the power of N. Okay, so this is the formula that we are using. Why are we using this formula? I mean, we had so many hints. You remember them: compounded quarterly, compounded monthly. So that is the reason why we are using that formula. But then also that word compounded quarterly, and compounded monthly. It suggests to us that we have to use compounding periods. Okay, in the first lessons I taught about compounding interests. We all know them. Okay, so then what's next? We all know that we have like I said, that we have a future value amount which was 20,000. So it simply means that we are looking for P. Can we give some information here? Let's go then A. Okay, our A, it is 20,000. So 20,000, it is equals to P, which we do not know. Actually, we are looking for that P. 1 plus. What is our I? Oh gosh, I'm really sorry about that. I wasn't following the order anymore. Okay, so I'm sorry about that, but then okay, let me fix this. So this is the formula that we are going to use, right? But then what do we want to get, guys? We want to get the money there. We want to get the money here. Sorry about that. Please pay attention here. The money that we want to get is here. Right? How are we going to get that money? We start from where we have information, then we move to where we start from where we have information, meaning that we have information here. We have the 20,000 in future, so we are going like that. Okay, and then from here we're gonna take it from here, and then we're just gonna go like that. Okay, so that's the only difference. On the initial one, guys, we were moving from left to right, but then now we are moving from right to left because of we have our future amount of money. Okay, let's just go back a bit. Check here. You see here, our 50,000 was here, so we wanted to get the money there in future. So we were moving from here, going that side. But then now, in this instant, we have 20,000 there at the end. Then we want to know how much did this person start with there. Okay, so a quick one, let's do a blue transaction. So for a blue transaction, what will be our A there? Our A, it is going to be 20,000. So our A is simply, sorry about that, our A is simply 20,000, right? It is equals to P, which we are looking for, and 1 plus. What is our I? So don't be confused. The I is for the blue part, right? Which is 0,15 there, 0,15. But then remember, this is a compounding period transaction. So what is our compounding period here? It's monthly, which is denoted by 12. So we just divide by 12 there. And we also say our years for this transaction, it was supposed to be 4 years. Then we multiply it by what? By 12. Okay. And then from there, we are going to say that 20,000, right? All divided by what? All divided by this. Remember, you are making a P subject of the formula. Ne? So I think that it is going to be like this. All divided by 1 plus 1 plus 0,15 all divided by 12, close the bracket, and 4 times 12, it is 48, right? This 4 times 12. Then this side you will remain with P. Then you press that on your calculator, then your P will be so much. Your P will be, okay, wait, let me just press my calculator. Your P will be 11017,12977. I'm not rounding it off because I do not want it to affect the quality of my results. Okay, I'm not done yet. I will round off once I get to this point. Okay, then now this amount of money, the P that we just got here, it is here, right? It is here. Then now, whenever we start the red transaction, okay, so now we are starting what? We are starting a red transaction. Okay, so this P now that we got, it will be the one which is our future. Now this P, it is our new future. But then we want to go back to the past. Okay, so do not confuse that. That P that you got now, it is your future. But then we want to go back where? We want to go back to the past. Okay, so let's do that. Now we are on a red transaction. A quick one, we just going to say that what was our P there? Okay, let me just rewrite all these things. A, it is equals to P into 1 plus I to the power of N. Okay, then our A now, our A, which is the future. Why am I saying, okay, I feel like I've got an edge to explain this? Why am I saying this money, it is the future? Because if I'm comparing it with this one, right? So this is the future, but then this will be the present. Remember, you cannot have two futures. Okay, so this one will be the future, then that one will be the present. So basically, if you compare this one and that one, which one will be in the past and then which one will be the future? This one it's in the past because of now we are going back, and then if this one is in the past, this one has to be the future. Yeah, I hope I explained that very well. Ne? So if I compare this part and that part, which one is in the past, which one is in the future? If we have to go back to this one, then it means it's in the past. Then if this one is in the past, then this one has to be the future. Okay, cool. So now this one that we just got now, it is our future, which goes with A. So I'm gonna say that 11,017,12977, it is equals to P, the one that we are looking for, 1 plus what is our I now on the red transaction? Our I, it is 0,16, all divided by our compounding period. What is our compounding period? It is quarterly, and we have 4 quarters. Okay, and from there we have 4 quarters, and then the number of years, it is 2 years times our compounding period, which is 4, right? Then you do the similar thing like the way you did here. So it is going to be 11,017,12977, all divided by 1 plus 0,16 divided by 4, close the bracket. 2 times 4, it is equals to 8. It is equals to P. Then you simply press your calculator and you give us the answer. Okay, and I guess that our answer, okay, let me just press our answer. It is 80,000, no, 8,000 rand. Oh wait, 8,050 rands and how many cents? And 11 cents. 8,050 rands and 11 cents. It is our P. So meaning that this person, if they wanna accumulate this amount of money in future, they must start with 8,050 rands, 8,050 rands and 11 cents. Okay, so now you know there's no way I can teach without giving you an exercise. Now it is time for exercise. Let me give you some exercises, guys. Okay guys, so here it is your homework. If you are able to screenshot this, you are more than welcome to take a screenshot of this. And yeah, this is your exercise. Actually, it is a continuation of the previous work that we have done in the previous video. So we did number 1, 2 and 3. So now I just want you to continue to 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and I'm aware that 4 I taught it on the lessons that I did not record. I taught about nominal and effective rate, so I don't expect you to find problems on that. I hope all of us will be able to calculate it without having issues. And yeah, all the best, guys. Make sure that you do this work before you watch other videos. Keep well. Bye, guys.